Here's another piece that I initially did in 2006. And I call it Creation and Consolation, or wherein God seems to cast a ballot for evolution and iteration. You probably already know, in the book of Genesis, there appear to be two different versions of the creation story. The first one says, He, that's God, the Creator. We say He because we, the created, lack appropriate personal pronouns for God. We say He, who has no limiting gender as we creatures do. He created them male and female. Pretty simple, it seems. The Creator created them male and female. God created gender and left us to wrestle with the permutations. In the second version of the story, it says, first, He created the man, who must have fiddled around some by himself and was apparently very lonely. Then He, that again would be the God for whom we lack appropriate personal pronouns other than He, or we, or I am that I am. He created woman. There's my pickle. Here's my poem. She says what she means, but I often don't know what that is. Somehow she does. I am man. I am what I am, but what I am, I'm not entirely sure. And at least in part, I seem to be an anesthete. I feel little to nothing. You know, like anesthetic. Anesthetic numbs, reduces pain, makes you feel nothing. To some extent, I am an anesthete. I am man. I am numbed. I feel little to nothing. And often, if I do feel, I don't seem to recognize what it is I feel. She is, at least in part, synesthetic, perceiver of many senses. She is perceiver of many senses. Sometimes it makes no sense to me. She feels so much more than I do and so much more than I can. She is synesthete. She is female. Is it possible she really was created after? Did God improve on one when He created the next one? Did God say to God's self, that first one was too simple. I will do better. Life shall be iterative. Did God say, I can do better? I'm going to add some dimension to this next one. The companion will not be quite so dim as her companion. Her senses will be elaborated on. She will have more moving parts. Let us create a more gifted creation. Let us make her more evolved. Let us make her beyond His comprehension. We will make her synesthetic, perceiver of many senses. And so He did. He created synesthete. She feels what she hears and sees. She sees what she tastes and feels. She touches what I cannot know. She tastes sweet and feels blue. She hears stories and somehow sees vivid color. Tears flow. She smells something and hears music in her ears and in her heart. Hearing colors, tasting shapes, seeing textures, she is synesthete. And my consolation is, yes, but I was first. And my consolation is, yes, but I am not so complicated. And my consolation is, yes, but I have fewer moving parts to ache. And my consolation is, yes, but I'm so simple to understand. And my consolation is, yes, but I don't feel the joy or the sting so much. And my consolation is, yes, and I am her companion. And my consolation is, she is my companion. And my consolation is, I don't know how I feel about this, but I think mostly it doesn't matter who was first. I love our Creator God, and I love her, his synesthete. And God said, it is good.